This tournament that's happening not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. It's 425 points, Middle-earth strategy battle game. We're going through the lists, and we're talking about Black Gate, we're talking about Lothlorien, Minas Tirith, Defenders of Pelennor, all these different things. And then we stumbled upon Harad. And Harad has the Mumak. I think I'm going to build that big-ass battleship of a model. Admiral Akbar. It's my little co-pilot. Alright, enough fucking around driving. So I'm shoving tin foil in the front here, and I put the wings on and the legs together. I guess I should have recorded that. I'm a little out of practice. Anyway, up until now I've done everything as I should. I'm doing some tin foil because this is the way the tusks are supposed to look. And it's a good look. Here's the model, here's the head, here's the tusk. Cool, we dig that. But what if the tusk was like this big? You know? In the movies, the tusks have these like tripwire things or barbed wire things. The models just don't convey that. And I want to see if I can find a way to convey that. And I think the answer is big ass tusks. I will have to magnetize them because they're going to be too big and knock over models. But we have the tools. We have the tools and we have the will to survive. So, magnetized it. Unfortunately, they're too heavy. So I gotta use a bigger magnet. The negative of having bangs is that sometimes they don't cooperate. So I'm wearing a hat right now. Don't judge me too harshly. This is our Mumak. Our Oliphant. Main things. Tusks. Magnetized so they're a little less of a pain in the ass. Adjusted the head. We have the wire along the legs. Sculpted some fur using cog. Added some shields here, this little headdress sort of thing, the earrings. Up top I've done a ton. This
might trim this down. Pulley system, and then I just have a ton of storage. So I wanted this to feel more lived in, like they are traveling and fighting on this. That's it so far. I'm deciding if I want to try to magnetize this or just stick it down. I don't really want to stick it down because it's going to make traveling with it even more of a pain in the ass. But I don't know if magnetizing it is the answer. I may just lay it precariously on top because the model shouldn't be shaking, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But while I think about that, let's work on the bases. Ooh. Oh, it's gonna look so cool. What's up? I might be talking too much in this video, and well, I'm getting used to doing YouTube again. It's been a while. For those of you interested, here's a little bit of a life update. For those of you not interested, sand. Holidays happened, unemployment woes, depression. But recently, I got a new job. And thanks to the fact that our society places our self-worth on our employment, that means my mental health shot right up. New gig is far removed from video game marketing, which is a very welcome change. Now I get to focus on my much more immediate community. Essentially, I work at a nonprofit helping the unhoused. And in an attempt to not dox myself any further, I'll just say that it's very fulfilling. Speaking of fulfilling, how about something unfulfilling? I didn't record me putting together the garage room. It was a kit bash of sorts. I'm just gonna show you what they look like. I think they're cool. They're different. I've really been, for whatever reason, really digging the really wide brim hats. I also didn't record me painting the elephant. So here's a video of me pretending to paint the elephant. I'm not gonna lie to you, I care about you too much, but there's that. Ah, shit. Have to do for now. So, resin's on. It's 24-hour resin. I have less than 24 hours before tournament. Let's hope it all works out. Because if it doesn't, it's gonna suck. Okay. Moment of truth. Oh, that's a good sign. Here's the list. Now let's see how we did. The first match was against Battle of Five Armies with Gwahir and one of the D9 dwarves in Clash by Moonlight. Turns out, having Strength 6 rocks with +1 to wound is actually pretty gnarly. I chewed through the troops, and by the end of the game I was the only one standing on the objective. Thankfully, the two heroes were positioned in such a way that I could skirt past them on the two big trample turns, and the game ended 11-2.
True.
Game 2 was Sights of Power against Riders of Eomer with Gandalf the White. This game also saw my 6+ Sigils of Defense save prevent 6 total wounds. One of which was me accidentally throwing a rock at myself. And once Gandalf had fallen to the Mumak, I just chased troops around, and the game ended 15-2.
With what you had.
This next matchup was by far the closest. The dwarf shooting just massacred my Howdah troops, and the dwarf king kept my Mumak in place. Down all the way from 10 wounds to 2. At this point, I was finally able to kill the king with a rock and break the dwarves before they got off the board, securing the win 5-0. The last game was to the death against Arnor. This game really came down to one turn of trampling. My opponent was banking on the Malbeth saves to halt the Mumak, but the Mumak just kinda kept elephanting. So, yeah. I won this one. I thought I'd probably go 2-1-1 with it, but turns out when you bring an elephant to a knife fight, you have a pretty good shot at taking it home. Oh, and the title, Blood Money Mumak. This whole project was funded from money I got donating plasma, so if you have blood to give, there are eager vampires willing to pay you for it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.